What's up? Let's talk about movies. I'm your host, Noah, and today we're talking about movie ideas I came up with. Now listen, I came up with a lot of ideas for movies and just stuff in general. So this may be a multiple part video if you want that. Before we start, I just want to ask you to subscribe and I'll give you a cookie. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this movie I came up with like a while ago. In fact, I wrote a whole script, made storyboards, started writing sequels, and even began filming.
Action!
So, are you ready to go to the sign for Menace Woods?
I guess.
Come on! We can take a picture and then we'll be famous.
But we already have one of him in the woods.
Yeah, but that one's blurry and they never found the body of the guy who took it.
I'm still nervous though.
Come on, let's go. It'll be fun.
Fun fact, that is actually C.T. Haunts.
Action!
Do you think any kids are going to go missing?
Lie!
Of course they are! It's a horror movie!
Then I realized it was too big a project and would require a lot of work, so I didn't make it. But this is the premise. A man in 1864 named Peter Steinberg created a town called Steinville, where he could raise his family and lead everyone. But his enemy, John Larson, didn't like him for some reason. So John kills Peter, kind of like the Count of Monte Cristo. John becomes the father figure in Peter's family, and Peter's mad. And so the most logical thing to do is scare John to death. And with the help from the devil, who ironically was going to be played by my ex-girlfriend, so the character was casted well. They help him by making Peter a literal demon to roam the forest killing people. A lot like my ex-girlfriend. Flash forward a few hundred years later, Alex Larson and his best friend, Stephen Fullenrider, go on a school camping trip in the Steinville Menace Woods. They want to catch Peter on camera. A few people die in the forest. They trap him in a soul box and then get ice cream. I think it is a great plot. We were going to use my friend's animatronic from Spirit Halloween for the demon version of Peter. This is what he looks like. Pretty scary. It's sad I decided to stop it because I really think we had a good premise. The first one was going to be, your average slasher film, being in the moment. But the sequel, Steinberg 2, He's Back, was going to go more into the trauma aspect, dealing with the horrifying aftermath. I don't know, that's just how I wrote it. But I'll save the rest of that for another video. This one I didn't develop that much because it was just a random idea I had. Basically, a supercomputer is designed, but it starts quoting the Bible a lot. Then it locks everyone in the science lab facility thing and tries to kill them because they broke the 10 Commandments. And I don't know what I was thinking, because some of the 10 Commandments are honor your parents and remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, which is fine. There's also, don't commit adultery. I don't know how I was going to work that in. But then again, I came up with this idea 3 years ago, so. A sci-fi horror where a ship attempting to save the human race loses their captain and they break into separate parts as a sort of Lord of the Flies situation unfolds. To be honest, kind of sounds like that movie Voyagers, which basically has the exact same plot, so not all these ideas are original. An Arizona ranger is looking for an outlaw when he goes into a saloon and falls in love with the bartender. Completely ignoring what he set out to do, he commits to this relationship, and when the outlaw attacks the town, he has to risk his life to save what he loves. Gross. I don't know why I came up with this idea. It kind of just happened. Never wrote a script, but I did use this idea for a project in a movie class I have. So here's that. The project was we have to make an old movie poster. And yes, I stole the photo from Gone with the Wind. That's just some of the movies I came up with. I got a ton more on this little notes thing in my phone. So leave a like if you want me to do a part 2. Don't forget to subscribe. And for now, that's a wrap. I just realized for the whole Steinberg turning into a demon scene, the chant he uses is Fruit Loop, Rice Krispies, Oreo. So have fun using that to summon my ex-girlfriend.